Right now at noon, the Kansas City Chiefs nabbed their second straight Super Bowl win last night. We'll have all of the highlights from their big win.
And the snow coming to an end, but it's left behind slick roadways out there and some temporary snow cover. We'll take a look at that forecast coming up.
Plus, we have some tips on how to recover after last night's celebrations.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on KOAM News at Noon. I'm Caitlin O'Shaughnessy. Winter weather has struck the 4 states, so we begin today's broadcast with Chris Warner in the Skywatch Weather Center. Chris, are we through the worst of it, or is more snow coming our way?
Well, there's some good news. We are through the worst of it in terms of some of that heavy snow, which did lead to reduced visibilities. This is our camera on top of the Cornell Complex, downtown Joplin. Now, this morning, you may recall, boy, that snow was really going in Joplin, and it lasted for a good two and a half hours out there. So plenty of snow cover on the grassy surfaces, parking lots. The roadways are slushy, but they're at least not snow packed out there, but they're still slick, they're still wet. MoDOT cameras around the metro showing pretty much the same thing. As you see, we're not looking at snow packed roads, but look at how wet these roads are. They are very slick still, and you need to be cautious out there as you make your travels. So let's check in on those road conditions. KDOT. This is looking a lot better than it was earlier. Most of the roadways are clear. We still have some slick spots into Chautauqua County, into Montgomery County, and also into Bourbon County as well. So you do need to be aware of that. And just because it's not highlighted doesn't mean there aren't still a few slick spots here and there. On the Missouri side, much improvement here as well. MoDOT reporting most of the partly covered roadways right around the Joplin metro area and points immediately north on parts of 43 and 49 and a few partially covered roadways near Cassville down in Berry County. Skywatch Storm Tracker, the bulk of the heavier snow and all that activity is now starting to push on off to the east slowly but surely. But as you can see, that band did not want to let go. Still have winter weather advisories in the purple counties until 6 and the winter storm warnings until 6 this evening as well for parts of southwest Missouri out there. We're going to talk about what's going to happen following all of this snow. And in fact, here at the station, we got a fair amount of snow, and then it went away. It's already started to melt. We'll talk about all that here in that full forecast a little later. Caitlin?
All right, thanks, Chris. Looking forward to that update. Well, an Oklahoma woman is dead after a late-night crash in Joplin. It happened around 11 p.m. Friday night on I-44 near Exit 4. Authorities say 24-year-old Rachel Binford was taking the exit when she hit the rear of a tractor-trailer and left the roadway. Binford was pronounced dead on scene. No one in the semi was injured. The JPD Major Crash Team is investigating the crash. In Cherokee County, Kansas, authorities are searching for an attempted murder suspect. Police say back in May of 2023, Joshua Ferguson of Riverton shot at a family member multiple times. The victim was unharmed, and Ferguson was later arrested in Webb City, Missouri. Authorities charged him with attempted second-degree murder, aggravated battery, aggravated assault, and criminal threat. He posted bond but has since violated the conditions and is now wanted by police. If you have any information about his whereabouts, you are asked to contact authorities. And the Kansas City Chiefs nabbed their second straight Super Bowl win last night in an overtime nail-biter against the San Francisco 49ers. The night also featured a high-energy halftime performance from R&B star Usher. Pop star Taylor Swift was also in attendance with some celebrity friends in tow. CBS News' Jared Hill is in Las Vegas with more on the big night.
For the third time in 5 years, the Kansas City Chiefs are Super Bowl champions. Viva Las Vegas! Their Sin City showdown against the San Francisco 49ers went into overtime with the Chiefs pulling out a 25-22 victory. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes was hailed the Super Bowl MVP for his third time.
It's not always pretty, but we just continue to fight to the very end.
Pop star Taylor Swift celebrated with her boyfriend, Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. And the rest of Chiefs fans went wild.
He's kingdom all day!
For 49ers fans and players, heartbreak.
Our team's hurting, but that's how it goes when you put yourself out there. I'm real proud of our guys.
The big night wasn't just about the game. For many fans, the star-studded musical performances really stole the show. Halftime performer Usher sang, danced, and skated through nearly 30 years of hits, bringing out surprise guests Alicia Keys, Her, will.i.am, Lil Jon, and Ludacris. The night kicked off with renditions of Lift Every Voice and Sing, often called the Black National Anthem by Andra Day, America the Beautiful from Post Malone, and a powerful national anthem from Reba McEntire. In a touching moment before kickoff, Lahaina Luna High School football coaches and players from the fire-ravaged Hawaiian island of Maui were showcased as honorary captains for the Super Bowl 58 coin toss, capping a weekend celebrating the game that held their community together. Jared Hill, CBS News, Las Vegas.
And Chiefs fans will be able to show their team some more love later this week. A victory parade is planned in Kansas City this Wednesday, which is also Valentine's Day. And that's a look at today's top stories and weather in the 4 states region. Up next on KOAM News at Noon, we take a look at the star-studded entertainment at last night's Super Bowl. And later, we're making roasted root vegetables in the Mr. Food Test kitchen. Stay tuned. Pastor Joel Osteen's megachurch in Houston was the scene of a shooting yesterday. A woman opened fire before 2 security guards shot and killed her. A 5-year-old boy who was with her and a 57-year-old man were wounded. Janet Shyamalan has the story, and we should warn you that some of the details are disturbing.
A live stream from Houston's Lakewood Church captured the horrifying moment gunshots could be heard just ahead of a Spanish language service Sunday afternoon.
The shooting at Lakewood, 2 people down, we need an ambulance.
A woman in her trench coat in her 30s, police say, entered the building with a long rifle, a child by her side. She started to fire, they say, before 2 off-duty officers working church security fired back. The chief said it's unclear who fired the shot that hit the child, and the child's relationship to the shooter is unknown. A 57-year-old man was also shot. He's in stable condition.
Yeah, I hear 3 shots, like maybe 15, 20 seconds or 30 seconds between one or the other one.
Police say the shooter threatened she had an explosive, but the bomb squad found nothing.
It could have been a lot worse. Of course,
celebrity televangelist Joel Osteen leads Lakewood Church, attended by some 45,000 people each week. Tens of thousands more watch a live stream. Janet Shyamalan, CBS News.
And there was so much more to Super Bowl 58 than football. In addition to Usher's one-of-a-kind halftime show, there were performances by several other musical artists, and of course, one pop superstar's presence lingered over the entire festivities. Ronnie Beam has more from Las Vegas.
The audience was saying yeah to Usher, who sang, danced, and skated his way through this year's halftime show. Alicia Keys, Her, Ludacris, and Lil Jon were among those who joined the R&B star as he performed a medley of his hits.
It was everything I was hoping for.
I think he did amazing.
Earlier in the evening, country music legend Reba McEntire performed the national anthem. Post Malone delivered an acoustic version of America the Beautiful. And Grammy winner Andra Day sang Lift Every Voice and Sing, which is often referred to as the Black National Anthem. We had Post Malone, Andra Day, Reba McEntire. What was your favorite?
Reba, for sure.
Yeah, it was great to see her do the national anthem. She was really proud of the moment. I was really glad to see her back on stage, so I'm really happy for her.
What did you like so far?
Post Malone, all day.
From Beyonce and Jay-Z to country star Luke Combs to basketball's LeBron James, there was plenty of star power in the stadium, but no one loomed larger than Taylor Swift, on hand to support boyfriend Travis Kelce.
I'm a Swiftie, but I do love my team more.
Even without performing, the biggest name in music created an extra buzz to this year's big game. Romy Bean, CBS News, Las Vegas.
And did you have a little too much fun during your Super Bowl celebrations? Well, health experts are recommending some tips to recover after the big game. According to data from the company Nielsen, Americans spent roughly $1.2 billion on beer during the 2 weeks leading up to the Super Bowl in previous years. It's safe to say that some people may wake up Monday morning slightly hungover. That's why health experts are recommending the following to help cure your Super Bowl hangover. They say drink lots of water or electrolyte-rich beverages, consider eating a balanced and nutritious meal, take your vitamins, and most importantly, rest and recover. Health experts don't recommend relying too heavily on caffeine to give you that boost of energy. Instead, they say give your body time to process the alcohol and energize your body with balanced food. Still to come on KOAM News at Noon, we see what's cooking with Mr. Food.
With prices at the market so low, we knew we needed to take advantage of nature's goodness. Boy, are these ever good.
But first, we are getting ready to wrap up this round of wintry weather, and then we're going to see spring return. We'll take a look at that forecast when we come back. Welcome back to the KOAM News at Noon. So some of us, boy, we got a fair amount of snowfall, or at least what certainly appeared to be a fair amount of snowfall earlier today. We still have some winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings to contend with. Now into northeastern Oklahoma and northwest Arkansas, these winter weather advisories will end at 4 today, but these winter weather advisories continue through 6 this evening, as do these winter storm warnings as well, as we're still seeing a little bit of light snow out there, especially across our southern counties in Missouri. It's still stretching back into parts of northeastern Oklahoma. So on our radar tour, as compared to this morning, a lot less snow in our immediate area, as you can see. Take a look back behind this. We'll head over to southeast Kansas in a moment, but clouds are clearing rapidly as well. So we have this little band of snow from just south of Carthage stretching through Neosho, Pineville, and it goes back into northeastern Oklahoma toward Grove and southwest City in McDonald County. But then we just got cloud cover back behind that, Miami, Fairland, Veneta, and then we're seeing clearing skies from the 169 corridor and points off to the west. And then across southeast Kansas, skies are already clear out there. And like I said, here at the station, it snowed heavily for maybe 30 minutes. It was enough to maybe dump about an inch and a half, and it's already melting off out there as temperatures are on their way to warmer levels out there. Again, KDOT reporting clear roadways across the area. There still could be slick spots, but the main slick spots are in Bourbon County and into Montgomery County and parts of Chautauqua County. On the Missouri side, and you remember at the beginning of the noon, we had partly covered roadways around the Joplin metro area and points north, now showing all clear. But we can tell you that obviously there's still some slush on the roads, and they're still wet, they're still slick, so you do need to be cautious out there. That was our camera on the Cornell Complex. The MoDOT cameras around the metro area, again, wet roadways with some slushy spots, so still slick, so you want to be cautious. But there's some blue sky from our camera at 7th and Range Line as the clouds continue to roll on out of here. And like I said, we go through the rest of the evening, we got clear skies, and those out in southeast Kansas where the clearing already taking place, going to be a bit warmer than the rest of us today as well. 34 in Joplin, feeling like 34 with a calm breeze out there. We saw those gustier winds this morning with that snowfall. Excuse me. Take a look out to the west. Already warming up. Upper 40s out in parts of southeast Kansas where the cloud cover, where the snow still taking place. It's still a bit on the cold side, but we're all expected to warm up. So this heavy wintry mix coming to an end. We're going to start to see clearing skies. And on average, we're looking at mid, maybe even upper 40s for highs out there. Heading into tonight, we're going to be mostly clear. It's going to be chilly, but above average as we go right around 32 degrees. With calm winds across the area. And take a look at this. Whatever doesn't melt today will absolutely melt tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies, just a few clouds, mid-50s for our highs. That southwest wind 5 to 10, gusting upwards of around 20 miles an hour. And that's the thing, the warming trend doesn't stop. Spring makes a full-on return as we head through the end of this week. 60 on Wednesday, 61 on Thursday, just a few clouds here and there. And we do see rain chances by Friday and Saturday, and that will be enough to cool us down a bit. We're only going to be in the low 40s on Saturday. And then temperatures as we head into the next work week, a little cooler initially than where we have been here lately, but still not bad. Upper 40s, low 50s. We have another potential round of rain chances next Tuesday, and then after that, we warm right back on up into the mid, even upper 60s by next Wednesday. So again, the snow here at the station already melted. There's only a little bit left, and what is left out there will be gone before too much longer as we continue to warm heading into the afternoon.
Wow, that certainly changed quickly.
Today was the great example of if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes, because that's truly what's happening out there.
Just like that. All right, well, stick around because we're making roasted root vegetables in the Mr. Food Test kitchen. We'll be right back. It's time to check in with Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Today he's making roasted root vegetables. Take a look.
If you've walked through the produce aisle lately, then you've probably noticed that many of our root vegetables are at rock bottom prices. You know, like potatoes, carrots, rutabagas, parsnips. The reason is they're so abundant right now, which drives down the price. So what do you say we take advantage of them by cooking them up a whole new way? We start off by cutting a few potatoes, carrots, red onions, parsnips. They're the ones that look like blonde carrots, and rutabagas into 2-inch chunks. And if you're not familiar with rutabaga, they're the ones that are about the size of a softball and have a purplish blush to them. Now, we toss them with some olive oil that we season with a bit of garlic powder, salt, pepper, and a sprig of fresh chopped rosemary, and we roast them off. You see, rosemary is the herb that looks like a pine tree. If you see it at the market, pick it up. Otherwise, dried is fine. Do these look good or what? The reason I like to roast them is that it brings out their natural sugars. The step-by-step recipe for our roasted root vegetables is online now, so you can take advantage of their abundance and low prices. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Kelly, you want to try these? Where today we found a basic yet outrageous way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
To find this recipe along with many others, just head over to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com and click on Mr. Food. Now here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
All right, so once again, the snow coming to an end out there, and then we're going to clear out and warm up today, mid-upper 40s, mid-50s tomorrow, low 60s Wednesday and Thursday, a few scattered showers Friday, Saturday, a little cooler Saturday, and back to the low 50s by Sunday. So the snow we get today will probably be gone by tonight, and if not tonight, then first thing tomorrow.
All right, and Dow, what do you have for us tonight?
Well, a lot coming up at 5. For starters, despite efforts to raise awareness about the risks of TVs and furniture tipping over, thousands of children are still sent to the emergency room each year, and it's not just youth who are at risk. Plus, Webb City Library is hosting its annual book sale, but there are some items you can get free of charge. And some Carthage Tech Center students are taking floral orders for Valentine's Day. We're going to hear from their teacher about work and dedication it takes to make these arrangements. Hope you join us for those stories. A lot more, of course. It's coming up today. KOAM News at 5.
All right, and Dow, I know you're a big Chiefs fan, so how'd you like that game?
It was a heart stopper.
Yes, right.
But it was worth it. It was worth every minute.
I know. We're all so excited about it.
Never count out the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes.
Absolutely. Well, that's the news for now. Thank you for joining us on KOAM News at Noon. Have a great rest of your day.